to my channel. Now today I'm going to be showing off my Friday the 13th final chapter Jason figure, and this is from NECA. Now this is also my first time ever getting a figure from like NECA, you know, but I know of NECA, but I just never have gotten a figure for them. So this will be my first official, like, you know, figure from NECA. And I haven't gotten a figure in a while too as well, you know. But yeah, as you can see, this is the actual like poster for Friday the 13th, the final chapter, and this is one of my favorite Friday the 13th films, you know. And I still kind of believe this was the scariest Jason ever had, you know, next to part, I guess you could say like part 2 and part 3. I believe the guy that did Jason on this one, I forget what his name is, you know. I still believe this was the scariest Jason though. And as you can see, this is the poster for, you know, and by the way, I think this is an awesome box for this figure, you know. As you can see, it has Jason on the side of it too as well, you know, based on his appearance in the final chapter. And they also show like images on the back of the items that it comes with too as well, you know, like the tombstone, like the hacksaw, machete, and so on, you know, like when he got hit in the face by Tommy, you know, at the end of the film. Not a spoiler if you haven't seen it, you know. And of course, you know, Jason Voorhees is like the horror character from this film series, right? Friday the 13th. Which is like the whole collection I have for it. So yeah, I'm gonna get this started. So I'm gonna be going into a lot of detail about the figure itself, you know, everything that's in it, you know, the items it comes with, you know, is it like really worth it, you know, and so on, you know. Alright. And like I mentioned before, like I said, this is an awesome box. You know, I think this box, they did a good job on the packaging of this. As you can see, this is it right here. This is how it opens. It has like a strap thing right there, you know, that keeps it stuck together. And as you can see, this is like Jason inside of it. Awesome. I think this is easily like the best that I have ever had box set. I mean, like box, you know, that for like a figure I have ever seen, you know. And this is as far as like the figures I've had, you know, not all figures, but like the ones that I've had. I never had one that's good. Cause you can see Jason inside of it, you know, like his items over here and stuff. Plus you got like a nice little picture of the figure too, and they got like a background of like the forest, like woods behind them, which I think is cool. But yeah, like this box itself, I think this is really awesome. That is really beautiful right there. Everything that is so cool. It's like, it's nice, you know, so if I decide to actually put Jason away, you know, I can actually just put him back inside this box, you know, which is very cool, you know, and I can just close it back, you know, and strap it up. That is so awesome, I think. Because they also had a part 3 figure too, which I missed, you know, but I still kind of got my eyes on getting that, you know. There's like a part 3, like, and they got a part 6 too. And they come in like these boxes too as well from NECA, you know. Now I didn't show it, but I had just cut it open with my razor. So now I'm gonna start actually opening the box, because apparently you actually open it from up here, you know. So I'm gonna see how this is. Try to be careful, you know. So this is actually like an unboxing of this figure too as well, you know. And I got this at Toys R Us too, by the way. I'm surprised it doesn't come with anything else, you know. It just comes with only like the actual like figure itself, you know. Okay, so yeah. Here's this, and these are the actual, this is the actual thing itself, you know. I would still love for them to do this in like an 18-inch, especially like even part 3, you know. As you can see, it comes with like Jason, like a extra like Jason head up here too as well. I'm going into detail about every item, you know. It has like the butcher knife, a corkscrew, like an extra hand, like the grave tombstone of Pamela Voorhees, you know, Jason's mother. You have the machete, you have the axe, you know, you have a hacksaw, you know. So I'm going into detail about everything as I do my I guess you could say review for this figure, you know. Now another thing I've always heard about, like the actual like Friday the 13th final chapter, the actual poster for, which I always thought was cool. I know it's like gory and violent, but they always say, you know, you can't tell, you know, that they actually did the poster wrong for Jason's mask. Like his scar here from the axe, you know, on his hockey mask, it was actually on the other side, over here on this side right here. But they on the poster they actually have it on this side right here, you know. So I just decided to hit on that too, you know. The idea that they had the scar on the wrong side of his hockey mask, you know. Okay, as you can see, here's the Friday the 13th, the final chapter, Jason, they actually call it part 4 Jason too as well, And if this, I could say this is from NECA, NECA Real Toys. So this is how you actually look. And already I could tell this is an extremely awesome figure. They done a very good job with the detail on this figure. I'm going to continue to touch on everything as I go through it. But as you can see, there's a lot of flexibility in it too as well. You can actually bend like Jason's legs, even his knees. You can actually bend his knees, as if he's walking. You can turn his hands too as well, You can lift his arms and stuff. There's a lot of articulation in it. He even stands pretty well too. I'm trying to get him to stand right now. He even stands up. And I like the look, his clothes, they look exactly like he did, like on the final chapter, like the green shirt that he wore, and the brown pants. Because apparently he changed these pants over the course of part 3 in the final chapter, and I never did notice, because I know in part 3 his pants were actually blue, but he did have on his green shirt, But when it got to the final chapter, he had on these brown pants. But they still did like an excellent job. It looks exactly how he did in the final chapter. This is a superb job. This has got to be probably like that I've ever had, the best Jason figure I ever had myself, so far. Okay, here's like, this is one of Jason, and of course, this is his trademark weapon, the machete that, and it's bloody. So I'm going to see if I can put it in his hand. I know a lot of times I'd be in trouble with a lot of these figures, you can't, it's hard to get the actual, weapon in their hand. And as you can see, he does have it in his hand. I got it in there. It's machete. As you can see, awesome, man. It's so cool. And like I said, you can lift his arm up. As you can see, Lots of articulation in it. I like how you also can see the, like Jason's nails, how they're like black, even on both hands. How they're actually like black, just how they were in the movie, For some reason, his nails were like dark black, which I always thought was scary and creepy. His pants are bloody too as well. Cool. And here's another one of Jason's like signature weapons, or axe, I mean, it doesn't go through the machete, but it is like another weapon that he does like use a lot throughout like the films, Try to be careful with these because they do break easily. Trust me, I know that. Okay, as you can see, this here is his action now. Now the axe is not bloody at all, so no. They didn't make this bloody. Okay, I decided to take out all the items that Jason comes with, and not go into detail about them. Now I already did the machete and the axe, which are his two main weapons. Well, really the machete, but the axe too. Now these are some of the other items that he did use throughout the final chapter of the movie. Here's the hacksaw that he used at the beginning when he was in the morgue. Where he was like he woke back up. And he used it on the guy and cut his head. I mean, he cut his throat actually. Then he twisted his head around. Now, actually, I am gonna do it. I took the these are kind of cool, because as you can see right here, you can actually take Jason's hand off. See, and he has like a little knob there. Then they give you another hand that he came with right here. As you can see, this other hand. I'm gonna put this one on. I think it goes in there. Yeah, I kind of believe this is a better hand for some of the weapons that he has, But what I'm gonna do, I'll just show, like I said, all the items, because now, like I said, I did the here's the machete, bloody machete. Here's the axe. Here's the hacksaw. He also has the a butcher knife. I think he used that on Teddy when he was in front of the screen. And he stuck it through like the film projector, like the screen, and he stuck it in the back of his head. And here's a, like I think this is a hatchet. He did have all these items in that movie. And here's, I guess you could say, the big thing of, I think it's kind of hot, everybody's talking about the actual corkscrew that he used on, I forget what the character's name was, but he was played by Crispin Glover from Back to the Future. He had used it on him, he stuck it in his hand as corkscrew. I remember that from the movie. He stuck it in his hand, like, which nailed his hand down. Then he slapped this right here in his face, this hatchet thing. I remember he rammed this into his face after he did it. Cool scene. Now another thing I could say Jason comes with is this hand too as well, which already showed like his extra hand, and it does have like the black nails on it too. Plus you also have this too as well, the tombstone, where the headstone of his mother, Pamela Voorhees, and it looked just like this in the movie. It has like her birth date and when she passed away too as well, I think that's very awesome, It looked just like that in the movie, like his mother's headstone. Plus you have a extra head for Jason too as well, And I'm gonna go into a lot of detail about this right now, the actual mask and stuff, Because what's cool about it now, you have two masks. Now as you can see, this mask right here, it has the actual like red like lines on it. I forget what you call those, like those red markings. It actually has those like on it, on this one. But on this one right here, and this is the one that was on him, they're not on now. It's like they're faded off, Plus they have like the axe mark on his hair from part 3 when he was hitting the head by the axe, by the other girl, I forget her name. At the end of part 3, which actually killed him on that one. Well, not killed him, I guess you could say, but knocked him out, Because at this point, Jason was still really, like alive, he wasn't like dead, like, because it was on final chapter when he was actually really killed, he was actually alive throughout the other 3, He wasn't really like zombie, like dead like Jason yet, Now for, I guess, the final part of this right here is the unmasking of Jason himself, So I'm going to take his mask off, Gotta get him to stand right. Cause I know most of the Jason figures had always had trouble like taking their mask off, the hockey mask off. But I'm gonna do it with this one, because it looks to be pretty easy. So as you can see, I'm sliding off. Yeah, you just slide it on off, and there he is. Oh, it looks just how you looked at too in the movie too. That's cool. Yeah, even really did some good detail on this. They really did a good job, NECA. As you can see, like he has the X mark on his head. He has that same like mouth, like just like he did in the movie, There's eye, he still had both eyes too. At this point, as you can see, very gruesome and scary looking. And I still believe this is the scariest Jason they had throughout the whole series. Now, part 2, Jason was scary, and part 3, Jason was scary too as well. But I kind of still believe this right here was like the scariest Jason, in my opinion. And I can say this is easily one of my favorite Friday the 13th films too as well. Like, cause my favorites are part 3, the final chapter. I guess kind of part 6, but in part 7, it's really part 3, the final chapter, and the 7 that I really did like a lot, Like I said, by the way, Jason is my favorite horror villain too as well. Michael Myers is 2nd, and then Freddy Krueger is 3rd. Now, the original Halloween, of course, is my favorite like horror film, But Jason is still like I really consider my favorite villain. But okay, now here's like the mask too as well. Very detailed mask, It has a bloody like axe mark on it at the top where he was hit with the axe. Very detailed. I think they did a real good job on that. And this here is his other head too as well. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about that. Now this is probably the one I use because it has like the red markings on it still. They're not faded. So I'll probably take this hair off and try it. Take his hair off right now. It kind of comes off pretty easy too. There's his head. Put those to the side. And here's the other head for Jason. Now this is probably the one I would have on mine. And his head, it has lots of like articulation in it too as well. See how you can like turn it. You could turn it to the side, you could lift it up, Lots of articulation in it. Now this probably is the one I have on at all times. Cause I like how he still has like the red markings on his mask, like he, right there. I think that's cool. You can actually see the red markings on him. Lots of articulation. Also on the back, you know, his head looked just like that too as well. Very cool looking. This other head, this with this mask right, it does have a bit of difference in it. You know, what's different about it, when you take the mask off, you actually can see like the axe. I mean, the machete mark from where Tommy had slammed the machete in his face at the end of the film, and this is what killed Jason. Well, actually, kind of put him out, but then Tommy started chopping him up. As you can see, you can actually put the machete in there too. Yeah, you can actually put it in. That's what actually killed him at the end, and not really killed him because he was still kind of alive. Because after Tommy hit him with that, then he started chopping him with the machete, you know. And I don't think it's gonna stay in there. I'm gonna see. Oh yeah, it does. Actually, it does. Yeah, see, as you can see. When he got hit in the head, yeah, it stays in there. That's what actually put him out at the end of the film too. Okay, so that does it for my Friday the 13th final chapter figure, you know, from NECA. And like I said, this is based on this appearance in Friday the 13th, the final chapter. And this is the box that came in. You can always keep them in this box too if you decide to put them away, and you can keep them in this box, you know. And I think that's an awesome box. Like I said, this figure is like excellent, you know. I'm not gonna give it like a grade rating like I kind of do with my movies, you know, but I think this is a superb figure. I would definitely recommend it for fans of like Jason. You know, if you're a fan of that particular Friday the 13th film, I would recommend it for that crowd. If anything, I would like to see NECA or whoever else, you know, make like these in 18 inches. Boy, I'll be definitely after those. If they make this like part 3, like an 18-inch size figures, I'll be definitely after these. Now, nothing I know about these, they actually call these, I think, Ultimate 2 as well. Not only is it called Friday the 13th, the final chapter, where they call it Part 4 Jason, they actually call them like Ultimate 2 as well. I know some of these had like, because they did like a previous version of this, and then they did like an ultimate version of it too as well, you know. Okay, so yeah, that's my review for, well, not my review, but like my I guess you could say NECA Part 4 Jason, because I know they're calling it that too as well. Alright, and please subscribe to my channel and leave a comment too as well.